And so now here we have 2 tarot cards that came out. My intention was for an overarching energy to just sort of support all of these oracle cards, the color, the crystal, the animal, and so forth. And kind of overarching all of that is the Chariot, of course. But what would be another card to support? And we got 2. We got a major arcana card and a minor. And the major card that came forward is the Hermit, and the minor being the Six of Wands. And these are 2 beautiful depictions from the Light Seers Tarot, one of my favorite decks. And the Hermit is really beautiful here because it really shows you the energy of rising above and seeing a bigger picture, but doing so sort of on our own, hermiting, going within. And that lantern that we see, and that beautiful winding path, we don't see what's around the corner. We don't necessarily know, but we hold the light. We possess the light to illuminate the pathway forward. And we access that by stilling ourselves and going within. So again, in the name of making time for self-care, for time out, scheduling ourselves in, and then also, the balancing of the scales and just being, no decision is a decision. So pause, wait, take a moment, take a beat. And so hermiting is a way to do that, going within, stepping back from something. If you are given a proposal, if you are being presented with an option, if there is something coming up that is asking of your time, your attention, your energy, some commodity from you, that you're being very conscious and deliberate and discerning about how you divvy that out. And you're taking a beat, you're taking a moment, going within, shining your light and seeing, how does this feel? How does this look? Is this something that supports where I am going? Does this feel supportive? Does this feel in alignment? And the Hermit energy can help us to access that with a clear, direct channel that's not clouded by what expectations have of us, what society would say, what the latest trend is, or, the weight of others. It's separate from that. It's stepping back. It's going within. It's going home, and really shining the light there. So I'm seeing that as sort of a pathway to success, because that word success is coming in with the Six of Wands. That is a card of victory and success. And you see it beautifully shown here. She's on stage. She's being revered. They're cheering. They're celebrating her, right? Actually, this is really cool. 2 cards that really are saying to celebrate me home. Celebrate me home in my hermit state of going within to my inner light and celebrating that in all of its uniqueness, in all of its bucking of the system, in all of its going my own way is how I feel. So, I'm doing all of this today. These messages are coming forth just very organically, very intuitively. I've pulled the cards and I'm just burning the midnight oil here, recording these messages that I'll be putting together for you on New Year's Eve, on the 31st of December, tomorrow. And that's what's coming to me. Celebrate me home is to shine that spotlight on myself in order for me to go within and reflect on how that feels, and recognizing that going your own way, blazing your own path, overcoming your obstacles by trying different ways, different directions, seeing what works, what doesn't, being bold enough to do that, even if it ruffles feathers, even if it's not the status quo, you will be victorious and be celebrated for that, one way or another. Again, other people may not always understand that. Other people, that may not seem like what gets all of the limelight and the glory and the applause. But that's not really what we're in it for anyway, right? Because when we want true, genuine growth, healing, expansion at soul level, not our ego, at soul level, then we're being our most authentic self just by being us, just by tuning in that hermit way of shining that inner light, of connecting in with our wise self, of rising above and looking at things in this detached way, of observing things from a higher perspective. If that's my MO, if that's the way I go when I'm presented with something, maybe before I say yes, before I am weighing it all out and deciding, my first go-to is to step inside, go home, go back within, go in and allow myself to shine my inner light to see how that is reflecting within, how I feel with that. And so when you come from that authentic place, that's like infectious. Like people can't help but be drawn to someone who stands in their authenticity, in their integrity. And so those are the kind of key words that I feel that I want to emanate personally on my path, and that I invite and offer to you as a best path forward for you as well. So as you get into your chariot, as you map out, your pathway ahead, and you look at the journey that you're about to take, you're in the driver's seat, right? You're doing all of the self-care, all of the maintenance, all of the checking under the hood, making sure that everything's running smoothly, rolling forward in divine timing for you at your pace. Recognize that others will follow simply by, the magnetization of you being your most authentic self. That Six of Wands is emanating the celebration of truly being at home within yourself. It's beautiful. So Hermit, Six of Wands coming in here to support and uplift the energy of the Chariot. I invite you to share how any of these cards might speak to you, messages that are coming forward for you, how you see that they might be inviting you to embrace them and interact with them as you move into 2023. Please share. Would love to hear your feedback, but wanted to bring forward just a few cards. Of course, your personal 2023 reading is actually 23 cards. So all of these cards to support you personally for 2023, but then 12 tarot cards for each month of the year, January through December, and 4 oracle cards for each season of the year, and how that will all work together very specifically just for you. But this has been a quick collective peek at the energies that we're invited to embrace for this new year ahead. So thank you for joining me. I'd appreciate any of your feedback, hearing about any of your personal goals, intentions, and best practices for how you like to step through this gateway from one year to the next. So I'm sending you so much love and so many new year blessings. Thank you so much for joining me. Till next time.